Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Bradley YT and welcome back to another crypto video. So today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and XRP again. So basically Bitcoin on the 45-minute chart, we are staying in this ascending wedge pattern, which is very nice to see. Obviously we had that pump towards the upside the other day, I think it was yesterday, to around $22,500. And yeah, we obviously did quite well. We obviously tried to retest that $22,000 sort of $800 level. So obviously we are still in this ascending wedge pattern here, and I do feel like obviously we have already come up, we've come down, tried to retest. So basically I did say that we should be coming back down to around $21,200, which we did exactly. Basically obviously as we are in this ascending wedge pattern here, we basically seem to come up, retest, come down to support, retest, and then obviously come up, come back down. Obviously we traded sideways here, retested the support level here, and then we obviously come all the way up here to retest the $22,500 level, which we did do, and then obviously we got rejected, come back down, and we basically retested this bottom level here of $21,200. So now I think we're in the process of trying to get back up and sort of reach around this level here, I would say, of around $23,200. So obviously we are still on track for that, because as you can see here, we are in some sort of like bullish flag pattern here. So if we do break out of this, so basically if we put the top of the flag here, the bottom of the flag being this support level here, so obviously if we take this green candle here, top to bottom, and we basically put it to the top of this bullish flag pattern here, so that would basically mean that we'd come up and retest $22,800, and obviously hopefully break through that and obviously come up to retest $23,200. So that's what we're looking at trying to do at this moment in time. If we obviously break towards the downside from this bullish flag pattern, then obviously would get this red candle here, which would basically mean that we'd come back down to retest support down here around this level here. So we're basically coming back down to retest around $21,200. So obviously, but I kind of think that the upside potential is more likely. As you can see here, we are about to come down on the RSI, but obviously that just means that we are just basically just trading sideways between these two levels here of 21,500 and 22,200 level, basically. So we are trading between those two levels here. We're literally just trading sideways, but obviously if we do break towards the upside, which I hope we do, we should obviously come up to around $22,800 initially, try to retest that resistance level, and then hopefully come up to retest this resistance level here of $23,200. So that's our end goal really. If we head towards the hourly chart, if we look at the hourly, obviously it's the same sort of thing. We are in this bullish flag pattern here. I'm hoping that the upside potential is a little bit bigger. It's a tiny bit bigger, so obviously that would mean that would break through this resistance level here of $22,800. So I do think it's very highly likely that we could be coming up to retest $23,200 fairly soon, and then at that point I would say that we would be coming up, breaking out, retesting this level here, coming back to support of around 21,800, and then bouncing back up towards this level here of $24,000, which should be very, very nice. Obviously it just depends on what happens with Bitcoin and if it breaks towards the upside. Obviously RSI is starting to head downwards, but obviously like I said, basically we're just trading sideways in this bullish flag pattern here, as you can see. If we head towards the 4-hourly chart, so on the 4-hourly chart it's the same thing. We are still in this ascending wedge pattern, and we are still in a bigger bullish flag pattern here. So obviously it would be between 22,200 and 21,200. So it's basically the same. Obviously the pump towards the upside would be bigger. So let's get rid of that actually, and let's look at this candle here. I would say this is our end result of what would be happening if we break towards the upside. If we break to the upside of this, then we should be coming up and breaking through and basically coming up to $23,200. So I do think it's very highly likely that we could be coming up towards the upside and just stay in this sort of ascending wedge pattern, which is very good for Bitcoin. Obviously it's a nice increase in price, we come back down to support, we get some selling pressure, then we bounce back up. So obviously, like I said in yesterday's video, basically this is very healthy for Bitcoin. We're not getting some immense sort of selling pressure, we're just getting a nice steady sort of break towards the upside. Basically, it's like a gradual pump towards the upside. But obviously, we get that buying pressure, we get the selling pressure. So Bitcoin gets a bit of relief when we get that selling pressure, and then by the time we hit that bottom resistance, then we obviously head back up towards the the bottom of support, and then we obviously head back up to resistance. So that's obviously what's happening right now. We have obviously just ticked bullish on the 4 hours, but obviously it hasn't closed yet. But obviously that we are literally just trading sideways. So I could see that we could be coming up to around 23,200. That's our next target. If we head to the daily chart's the same. We are still in this ascending wedge pattern, so obviously the next target here is obviously to come up and retest this level up here of 23,200. So obviously I'm hoping that the next candle is going to be a nice big green one all the way up to $23,200. So I do think it's highly likely. We are obviously, as you can see on the daily here on the MACD, you can see that we are gaining gradual volume towards the upside. So I'm hoping that the next daily candle would mean that we'll be coming up around here and basically just pumping towards the upside. So Bitcoin is looking very, very nice at the moment, and I'm hoping that we do get a break towards the upside. If we head towards XRP, XRP is doing the same thing. We are in a ascending sort of channel slash wedge pattern at the moment, and obviously I made my video sort of, where was it? I think it was around here-ish. So basically yesterday I made my video here, and I said that we should probably retest here and obviously break towards the downside, retest support, and then come back up. But we actually didn't. We broke through and then come back down into this ascending wedge pattern here. So we are still in the ascending wedge pattern. We are in the ascending wedge pattern still for XRP. So I'm hoping that we've had this break towards the upside here. So obviously we've come back down to the support level here of 34 cents. So I'm hoping that the next sort of level is sort of around this level here of about 35 cents to 35.5 cents potentially. But basically I'm just hoping that we just stay in this ascending wedge pattern here, and then our end goal is around 36.5 cents. So obviously we just get this gradual increase in price, which is quite nice. Obviously we are about to tick bullish on the 45 minute, but so basically we'll just be coming down to retest this hopefully, and obviously head towards the upside. If we do break through, then we'll be coming back down to around 33 cents, and then potentially breaking further to around 31.5 cents. If we head to the hourly chart, if we look at the hourly, basically it's the same thing. We are in this ascending wedge pattern, and we're just doing the same thing. We are coming back down to the support here of around 34 cents, and then we should be coming up to around 35.5 cents roughly. If we are staying in this pattern here, we come up, come down, up, down, up. Obviously we broke out, come back down, back into this ascending wedge, and now we've come up ever so slightly. So we are currently coming back down to support here before we continue towards the upside to around 35 to 35.5 cents. If we head to the 4 hourly chart for XRP, same sort of thing. Basically we are in a bearish flag pattern here. If we do break towards the upside, we could be coming up to around these levels here of around 35.5 cents. If we do obviously break towards the downside of this bearish flag pattern, we should be coming down and basically gaining a lot more selling pressure, because obviously we will be breaking through this support level here, and we'll be heading down to around 31.8% cents. I mean, I got a bit confused there. I don't know why. Let's head towards the daily chart. If we look at the daily, obviously I just need to move these up here, but we are still in the ascending wedge pattern. But I like to keep it down here so I can keep an eye on the lower time frames. But basically we are in this ascending wedge pattern here, so I'm hoping that the next daily candle would be coming up, and hopefully coming up to around 35 to possibly 36.5 cents, but our first target is around 35 to 35.5 cents. If we obviously break towards the upside of this, then we could be coming up to around 36.5 cents. But that's about it for XRP, and that's it for today's video really. I know it's a quick one, but obviously my videos are usually around 15 minutes, so for me this is a quick one. It's about 9 minutes at the moment, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out yesterday's video as well. I will not be here I will not be at home tomorrow, but I should be making a video now to post tomorrow. But yeah, I hope you all have a nice rest of the day, and make sure you slap that like button and hopefully subscribe, because I've been stuck on 24 subscribers for a very long time, so it would be quite nice if you can subscribe if you are watching these videos, just to keep up to date, and obviously it helps me, and hopefully I can get to that point where I can post more each day throughout the day, and give you guys more content. Obviously, I know it's probably quite boring, so obviously it's just Bitcoin and XRP videos, but I'd like to get more time to be able to make more videos about different coins and what's sort of going on in the crypto space. But obviously, I only have time for this at the moment. But I'll see you on the next one. I'll be posting again tomorrow around the same time. Peace.